So both of us have weeb figures coming out we were looking forward to.
Oh. Yeah.
Weeb figures. You want that reissue of Yoko.
I do.
Oh no.
That's not going to be cheap.
No. It's not too bad.
cheaping. Yeah.
But for me, Diana.
Oh, yes.
From Little Witch Academia. They're releasing one.
Yay. You can finally have your Dayako.
Yep, Dayako.
Although the Diana comes with her own little Akko, too.
Yeah, it goes with Little Akko. And
Little
if you
Akko
get
mouse.
the if you order from Good Smell, she also has her teddy bear.
Yay. Because you're trash.
I must have it.
Yeah. Still waiting for that Amanda, though.
Yeah, I will laugh when Amanda comes and you just immediately pre-order. No questions asked.
Yeah, there won't be any questions about that one.
Yeah, but we're not here to talk about Japanese stuff. We're here to talk about ponies. Yes, hello, welcome to another episode of Pony 411. This is episode 228 for the week of July 1st, 2018. I am Nemesis. I am joined by Alca7raz.
For the weeb of...
Oh, you did not. Yeah, things happened in the last few weeks since last time we recorded. Lots
of things have been happening last couple weeks.
Last couple weeks, someone got older.
I got older. I'm remembering that ASDF short.
Yep.
Yes.
It's got quite a few things though in the pony world for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a long list here. Apparently, just as of this morning, also all the ponies are gay.
Apparently, yes.
All the ponies.
All the ponies are gay.
Well, at least the main six.
Yes. One big Omni ship.
Oh no, the Omni ship. But yeah, they posted that Pony Pride thing on
Pony
Instagram.
Pride. And Twilight has 2 pairs of wings.
Yep.
Oops.
Just as God intended. I mean,
as God intended, she has become a god.
Exactly. Oh no.
Oh no, that would be a horrible thing.
Or is it? But yeah, so that happened. Not technically news, but I at least wanted to get mentioned somewhere on here.
Yes. Give us Lyrabon already.
Lyrabon.
If you're going to go that far.
It's a safe option. Relatively safe.
Scootaloo's aunts.
Oh, Scootaloo's aunts, yeah.
Yes. Put those on the show.
Yep. Put them on the show. But yeah, we got a lot of news.
We do. We should probably talk about that.
Probably should talk about that. And if you want to follow along with 2 weeks worth of news, go to pony411.libsyn.com/show notes. It's spelled LIBSYN. More details are there on the links if you click on them. So let's go ahead and start with convention news. BronyCon has announced Lena Hall, M.A. Larson, more space at the Crystal Cafe events, the lineup for Bronypalooza, and their community guests. Or at least they're starting to announce their community guests.
Yeah, it's like the first wave of community guests.
They said over the next few days. So we don't have all of them yet, but as of right now, it's Silverquill, Desicat, and Trish Forstner. I don't know who that is.
Sounds familiar.
So that's a bunch of stuff they've been announcing because they're coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, and apparently Luna won their contest on Fandom 4 they've been running.
Well, but against Big Mac. The other bit of convention news. TrotCon has announced Lauren Jackson and Kyle Rideout will be attending, as well as the lineup for Saturday Night Rave and their vendor listing. Yeah.
TrotCon.
Lauren Jackson is Silverstream and Kyle Rideout is Thorax. And in fandom news and whatnot, the demo for Hospital NRM is out.
It's another one of those creepy horror games.
Creepy horror games. Same people who did the fall, whatever.
Yeah.
Those things. They've been really rapid firing these things.
Yeah.
And some of the sprites and Battle Gem ponies have received a makeover.
Yay, makeovers.
Mm-hmm. Subtle mostly, but there you go. Merchandise news, and this is where the bulk of it, not surprising.
It's always the bulk.
Yeah, not always.
Yeah, not always. Most of the time.
There's been a couple times where it's not. Merchandise news, a new Pharynx quest was added to the Gameloft MLP game.
Yes.
According to Quest Daily, it's like a redone version.
Yeah, I think they've been like reusing quests or whatnot.
And a My Little Pony crochet book is up on Amazon.
Yay, so crochet little ponies.
Crochets. It tells you how to do it.
Yep.
And several SDCC pony exclusive have been announced. Let's see, Toynic. They revealed pins, Fluttershy and Dash, and 80s stuff.
And 80s stuff.
Yeah, well, it says 83.
Yeah.
Kodabakaya is giving away an Bisojo poster of 1 of 3, which means they're going to reveal the 3rd character who will be getting a statue. Hope Sunset. And what was the other one? A shop called Quest. That's the other name. A shop called Quest. They're going to have a My Little Pony pin.
Yay.
Hasbro has not really announced their exclusives or anything yet, if they're going to have any. But
watch, they'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah. I mean, they've already announced their Transformers exclusive, at least one of them.
Yeah.
And moving on, though, details on the Tale of Equestria starter set have been discovered. All the stuff that will be included in there. So if you want to see that, all the stuff looks like character stand-ins and the books and rules and dice and all that stuff.
It's a starter set, so yeah, so it would
all stuff to start it.
Yeah.
The Chibi keychain plushies have started to pop up on Hasbro Toy Shop. All but Applejack.
Always Applejack.
She exists. It's just not on the Toy Shop, Hasbro Toy Shop yet.
Poor Applejack, always getting stuck in the background.
And Ravensburger, Germany, has a 1,000-piece puzzle based on the Season 3 poster. And the Trixie and Starlight figurine started shipping from Amazon briefly, but now it's right back to sold out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. I still need to get one of those.
Yep. And the Silly Face Brushables have started to appear at Targets. These are the ones you like press a button on their butt and then they make a goofy face.
Yeah, their tongue
and I just made it sound weird.
Yeah. Push a button on their butt. Oh.
And then they're making a Hegyo.
Get it out. No.
I got it in.
No, you didn't.
I got it in. I got it in. I told you.
Dang it. If I could revoke privilege from you, I would for that.
Right. Okay, moving on from that.
Please.
Sunset might be getting a Build-A-Bear plush.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Watch it be some weird Equestria Girls form.
That'd be a little odd.
That would be very odd.
This is interesting because it'll be literally only the 2nd time there's been an official Sunset plush. The first one being a Funrise that like showed up at 3 Walmarts and that was it.
Yeah.
And then disappeared, never to be seen again. It was bizarre. Like it was announced, popped up, people said it popped up, and then no one else ever saw it.
Interesting.
I never saw it in my Walmart. Most people could never find it. It showed up on Amazon, like from third-party sellers for like absurd amounts of money. It was weird. It was weird. It just showed up nowhere, but did release. But anyways, the Build-A-Bear Sunset probably.
You might have to get one of those.
Yeah, it's a probably.
Probably. Yeah. Nothing official yet.
Yeah, at this point, because it's just someone said they saw the like employee thing or something, and it says Sunset's coming. And a bunch of stuff has been listed on Amazon. Some of it's actually in stock. Yeah, let's see. Cutie Mark Crew stuff. The Wave 1 singles are popping up and are available for purchase as of right now. 14 have left in stock. Bunch of the Magical Salon dolls. Stuff up for pre-order. Some of it's up for pre-order. The this one surprised me. What was it? The Meet the Main 6 Ponies collection is actually available. Keychain plushies, a whole bunch of stuff. Just popped up on Amazon to not all of it for order, but some of it you can.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
There's a lot on that link. Moving on though to comic book news. A preview for the thrice delayed Friendship is Magic's number 67 is up on iTunes, and Equestria Daily has an extended preview as well. Yes, it was supposed to come out like 2 weeks ago. It's not coming out till next week now, or this coming week.
Yeah,
don't know what happened. It just kept being pushed back. But anyway, Friendship is Magic number 70 has been revealed, in which Rainbow Dash decides the elderly ponies in the retirement village could use some more excitement into their lives, so she invents Extreme Bingo. What could go wrong?
Extreme Bingo.
I'm
trying to imagine what that would be like, and I can't figure anything out.
And one of the covers is by fandom artist Dusana.
Oh.
And then Ponyville Mysteries number 5 has also been revealed. The Crusaders have their biggest case yet when a priceless artifact belonging to superstar Songbird Serenade is stolen. And this one has cover by fandom artist Pony Berserker.
They've been getting a lot of fandom artists to do stuff.
Mostly
it's
on
really
the
cool on covers and stuff. Yeah. Or
Let me say that
in
incentive.
Pencil's case, the entire comic.
Yeah. Interesting. In Equestria Girls news, though, the Outtakes and Pinkie Pie Snack Psychic Equestria Girls shorts are up on YouTube now. And the Equestria Girls special Roller Coaster of Friendship is airing on July 7th. Probably. I saw the listing myself. As of right now, is literally just if you're not looking at the back end of the website or something, it's like it just says My Little Pony Equestria Girls HD, and it's an hour-long thing, so it's not the original movie. So whatever it is, it's probably a new special. But if it is, they're really just not even bothering to advertise it.
Yeah.
Except until like this morning.
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a little bit. And Friendship is Magic news, actually, because it's kind of have to be lumped together because weird stuff. Anyway, new Halloween-themed FIM DVD is coming on September 4th, complete with bizarre episode choices. Because on this DVD, you got 28 Pranks Later. Makes sense for that. But then Campfire Tales, which nothing really Halloween-ish.
Really?
Change of Chainlink, which has pretty much nothing to do with Halloween-ish or spooky or anything. And then Shadowplay Part 1 and 2, which kind of, sort of, I guess. Yeah, it's bizarre choices.
Campfire Tales and Shadowplay kind of tie together, because that's talking about the pillars.
Well, they tie together, but they're
not Halloween.
Yeah. It's weird.
It's weird.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on. Season 8 is probably returning August 4th. This is much in line with the last few years with regarding the hiatuses. So probably the first week of August. Hooray.
Hooray.
Because it's been listed. Although it looks like we're getting episodes swapped again. Production order not matching up with airing order.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're actually maybe kicking off the second half of the season with the Christmas episode.
Yes. Putting the Christmas episode ahead because it's not actually going to last into Christmas.
And then the Fox brothers, Kevin Burke and Chris Wyatt, have written episodes for Season 8 as well.
Yeah.
They've returned. And final bit of news, Discovery Family has released a promo teasing the rest of Season 8 plus Equestria Girls stuff, including what looks like the special thing that may or may not air next week.
That may or may not air, yes. Is that the one with the Megan cameo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Part
and they're
of the Equestria Girl
claiming that they're going to be new stuff, but we're also seeing stuff that's new, but actually just we've seen already on the app or whatever.
Yeah.
That's happened multiple times now, so we'll see how that goes.
Yep. We shall see.
And that is the news. A lot of it to get through.
Yeah.
Lots of it to get through, including very silly things to say.
Silly.
But anyway, moving on. First thing to discuss, we have a new comic which came out last week, but we weren't recording last week. How about that? It actually came in time too, but then didn't record.
Funny how things work like that.
Yeah. But yes, it's Ponyville Mysteries #2, and this one, written by Christina Rice and art by Agnes Gorboska and colors by Heather Breckel, as per usual.
As per usual. Yep.
And it's which Cutie Crusaders are celebrating their, victory with the last mystery solved and the birds and everything. And then the bowling ponies come. The bowling ponies.
Yep.
The Big Lebowski ponies.
Big Lebowski, the dude.
They come and ask for help because someone's been stealing all the pins at the bowling alley every night. And it's annoying. It's bad. It's hard because they have this upcoming tournament thing and they want to, one wants to set a record and all that stuff. So the CMC have to go investigate who's maybe stealing them, including possibly looking at the other teams and whatnot. And that's the gist of the story. I liked this one a lot, actually. Because so many Big Lebowski references. So many of them.
I guess I haven't actually sat down and watched that movie. So I didn't catch a lot of those references.
I catch like all of them. There's also that, and there's a lot of funny little lines and stuff. I just really enjoyed this one. It just something about it. Also, apparently, Moon Dancer's a bowler, and she's on a team with Twilight's parents.
Yep.
And Fancy Pants, and which one is that? Jet Set or Upper Crust? I can't remember which one's which.
It
doesn't matter. One of them. Yeah, it's I rather liked it. It's a lot. It's got a lot of fun little references I was not expecting, but there they were.
Well, the resolution's kind of odd,
and also a call back to the previous one. Yeah, that's a little odd, but
yeah, it's like
it makes sense.
Sort of, but they didn't do anything.
It's like those pins really tied the bowling alley together. I just liked it.
The CMC didn't do anything.
But you didn't do anything.
My work here is done. Itself.
Well, they had to go get the culprit.
Oh, they would have found it even if the CMC weren't there. It would have been quite obvious to anyone after that solution.
Eventually. Well, it might have not been obvious till after it was too late.
Still.
I mean, I just liked this one a lot. It was just fun. I was just sitting here giggling while reading it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just liked it. I don't know. The story itself it works, I think, but
it works. But yeah,
it's just a lot of dialogue and stuff
well executed.
Yeah, I just like it. I recommend picking this one up.
It's good.
Quite a bit. So that's it for that comic. Now, moving on to our main discussion point, which we actually did not say anything about at the beginning of the show because I was so caught up in the Pride Ponies thing.
Yeah.
But we are going back to season 1 again because we're actually really close to getting through all of season 1 anyway, so might as well try to finish it off, right?
Right.
Makes sense.
Right.
So we're going to go ahead and look at Owl's Well That Ends Well. So real quick, basically synopsis. Spike, is assistant to Twilight. Then Twilight finds Aloysius, or Aloysius finds her. And then Spike freaks out because he thinks Aloysius is going to replace him. He runs away, and then Aloysius and Twilight save him, and then he realizes he's not going to be replaced at the end. Pretty much. This is an episode, I think on multiple occasions I've said it's the worst of season 1.
It's not the greatest.
And here's the thing, though. Again, also, because of the nature of season 1, the difference between the best and worst episode isn't that extreme. Because I've always said season 1 is a very even season.
Yeah.
Although, and compared to later seasons, it's kind of not as good. But anyway, I've always said stuff like that. Basically, season 1 is very even. And yeah, this one's kind of the difference between the best and worst. But I've said before, my personal best of season 1 is Party of One. Which
was a very good episode.
Yeah, but then you got this, which I don't like that much. I think this is one of the 3 episodes in season 1 that tends to be in competition for worst.
Yeah.
This one, along with Over a Barrel and the Showstoppers, tend to be the ones that are brought up a lot when it comes to which one's the worst of season 1.
Yeah.
But this episode, I think part of it is, well, one, for me, that's also, I think, the first Spike-centric episode period of the show. It's the first time they tried to put him in a main role, and this is part of the reason why I always felt that Spike in the main role doesn't always work very well.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, so far we haven't seen any good. Well, we have seen some good examples, but they haven't been as common as we'd like.
Yeah, this is a first Spike-centric episode. Ooh,
it didn't give us a very good
first
impression.
It didn't impress us very much.
Yeah, for first impressions for Spike as main character, it could have gone better.
Yeah. The thing is, the whole thing is basically Spike gets jealous, and I mean, he's a little kid and stuff, and it makes sense. He misinterprets stuff that easily, but at the same time, it's kind of like it's weird because of, I guess, how they frame who Spike is and how Twilight interacts with him. And so the episode kind of makes this weird setup, but it's just it's hard to explain, but kind of just odd.
It is. It is hard to explain, but it
muddies their relationship, I think.
Yeah,
because the whole thing is you see this Spike's doing all this stuff for Twilight, and that's part of the reason she wants a new assistant, or yes, Aloysius to help out, is because she doesn't want Spike driving himself to the ground. But it seems like it's weird because it sounds like she expects him to do this stuff, but at the same time, also seems like Spike wants to do all this stuff, and
yeah, it's I don't know. It's like you said, it is kind of hard to explain. I don't know, hero worship, idolizing her, or something like that. It's just weird. It's one thing to have chores and do things like that, but the level of assistantness seems to be kind of.
Particularly this episode really cranks it up compared to other episodes.
It's Twilight doesn't ever actually do anything for herself other than read and write.
Yeah,
everything else is taken care of. It's
Which
Spike isn't so much an assistant, but like butler, or almost slave level. But yeah.
Yeah, and the thing, this is like I said, this episode really cranks it up compared to other episodes. Other episodes, he obviously helps out, but nowhere to like this degree.
Yeah.
And
I think it was done, just to reinforce this idea of number one assistant.
Yeah, a little shorthand thing, because they like to do that. They had a tendency, particularly early seasons, to really exaggerate things, to really
and I think that's what's going on here.
Across.
Is it's just purposely exaggerated to make the point of he's the number one assistant. He does all these things. And he's
By the way,
replaced.
episode was written by Cindy Morrow.
Right, Cindy Morrow. I remember that name.
Mm-hmm. So it kind of comes across weird about how basically it makes it seem like Twilight literally cannot function without Spike.
Yeah, it does. It's
which I've always disliked that idea of Twilight's completely helpless if Spike didn't exist.
Well, because I see it in two ways. That either she's helpless or she just uses him to do everything.
And that's the other thing. Like, it also paints her in a really bad light there.
Both of them don't paint Twilight in a very good light.
Yeah.
I mean, the other one kind of comes from episode 1, where she's kind of a jerk to him, too.
But she's kind of a jerk to everyone.
Well, she is. But it's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he has Stockholm Syndrome.
And then there's that whole muddy thing of like we've brought it up so many times now. The what is Twilight and Spike's relationship? What is it? Is
assistant / brother / son / I don't know.
Yeah, because she hatched him, so does that make her the mom? But
I guess
they're really close, kind of close-ish, sort of in age, maybe.
How old do dragons get those? So
so it's a weird thing of like what is because she's clearly way too young to take care of a dragon, and so what is their relationship?
Yeah,
it's a very strange thing, and this episode really doesn't help it at all.
Does not help that at all.
It just makes it look really bad.
Yeah,
honestly, I mean, almost every other episode, it's more, I guess, balanced where he helps out, but she can actually do things.
Yes,
or she does things herself. This just comes across she expects him to just. That's part of the reason I really don't like it, because it really paints Twilight in a bad light for the large chunk of the episode. I kind of also to a degree puts I think a little bit puts Rarity in a bad light as well. Not horribly, but like she makes him a bow tie and everything, a really huge bow tie,
massive over the top,
and then
bow tie.
She telling him he's a star and everything. You're such a star, and made you this bow tie, and then saying the exact same line to Aloysius when he shows up. You're such a star, I made you this bow tie.
Gives him the same bow tie.
It makes her look bad. It kind of makes her look bad because she's kind of like,
Or maybe
she's putting Spike on the same level as the owl, and the Aloysius is supposed to be a pet.
Yeah. Spike's just a pet.
Yeah, that's that, and the question just came along, made that even muddier too. Because Spike is a pet to you in Twilight. So,
right.
Oh boy, I guess Spike just does, or Aloysius just doesn't exist in Question Girls because people don't typically care for owls as pets.
Not often. I mean, it does happen, but not often.
Yeah, it's not common.
Yeah.
Also, owls are stupid.
Owls are stupid, angry marshmallows.
Yeah, they people. There's always that thing of owls are wise. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
They're one of the stupidest birds in existence.
They're stupid and they're
recently
angry.
I saw a gif of an owl try to take off and go head first into the snow, and then he popped up like, "What? What happened?" Yeah, but it's so that's the thing. Aloysius just shows up one night because Twilight forgot to latch the window,
just shows up. I'm here now.
Hello, and helped her because the thing flew away, which is again another one is like,
this
if only
is a job
Spike
for
was
Spike.
No,
what? You could have just grabbed it with your magic.
Or you could chase after it yourself. Or something. But
You're
like I said, it puts Twilight in a really bad light, which it's just bizarre compared to the rest of the season.
Yeah.
That's the reason. This is pretty much the reason why I don't like this episode. Plus, it turned out Spike is not a particularly interesting character to focus on.
Yeah. I don't know. The whole episode, the pacing felt kind of weird, but I don't know how much of that was this episode or just the fact that it's season 1.
Yeah, it kind of just
season 1 just in general feels different. Going back to it and watching it now, the animation is
slow,
so much simpler.
Yeah, felt very slow, probably because there was not really a whole lot to the story.
Yeah.
I think, there's the whole thing of like the comments and whatnot. comment or was meteor shower, yeah, something.
Media shower.
Yeah, because they're just confused because Twice
because then they're talking about comments afterwards.
She's writing about comments. Like, okay, I guess
Those
sure.
are very different things.
Yeah. So they were writing that show, and Spike did all this prep work too. And then it's always weird because they all crowd around even though they don't really need to. And
It's a meteor shower. You don't have to
then
be
we have
standing one
then we
spot.
have the little scene which makes Dash look less than good because of this. Here, take out my trash,
that
kid.
one.
It's like, oof.
Yeah.
Scooter's like, I'll do it. I'll do it.
I'll do it. I'll do it. All right, take out the trash.
Put yourself in there with it.
No. Although the reaction was kind of I didn't expect her to actually do that.
Yeah, she did.
It's like, oh.
So
it's not as bad as it could have been. But
yeah. Also, it's just Spike's just just a kind of being a butt most of the episode.
Yeah.
Once he gets really jealous of Aloysius, he just starts acting kind of he
like an immature child.
Yeah.
Which he is.
But at the same time,
it kind of makes sense. But
it makes sense, but it doesn't make it less annoying.
Yeah.
It's also the whole thing where he just covered up the destroying the book accidentally. So he's like, I think it's one of those things. It's like, most of people know if he just said sorry, I sneezed and burned it, it would have been. Twilight's like, it's a little upset, it's a little sad, but it's like that's okay. You didn't mean to.
Yeah. Though I mean, that is a very common thing. You accidentally do something, you break something, you want to hide it.
Yeah.
How
as a
that's
kid
happened.
Yeah. You just try to hide it.
You're playing in the house and you knock something over. So you try and fix it and or hide it so no one finds out.
Yeah.
Even though it was a complete accident.
Yeah. There's also just kind of a couple of jokes in here and stuff that's like, they did that back in season 1. Namely, the punch has been spiked.
Oh, yes.
That's a big one.
Punch is spiked. Alcohol references, yeah.
Yeah, and this is the educational and informative days.
Yes.
Then there's later thing where Spike tries to make it look like Aloysius
framed him for murder.
Yeah, killed a mouse and left the carcass in the house.
Yep.
Which is like they use ketchup to represent blood and everything. It's like they've never really done that since. It's like they don't reference the idea of blood or anything or carnivores or anything like that later. It's just kind of
yeah,
it kind of quietly glossed over that sort of thing. It's like it's implied, like there's the bears and the griffins and all these animals which clearly have teeth meant for eating meat, or mouths meant for eating meat, and yet don't really mention, except if they're a monster attacking one of the characters or something.
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird that was a thing at all, and also Spike in his basically Snidely Whiplash costume.
That was totally a reference to it.
Yeah, it was pretty clear. I mean,
that was really
classical archetype.
It is.
Mustache twirling and everything.
Yep.
Yeah, that was genuinely funny, and I did like a lot of the stuff. I remember because this is a weird episode for me because I remember the first time I watched it, I didn't really realize how bad it was because I was watching it with a couple of my friends over SyncTube. If you remember that.
Oh, jeez.
Because we all woke up that morning and we're like, oh hey, the episode's. We just kind of started talking to each other and they're like, oh hey, the episode's up. Do you want to watch it? Yeah, sure. We'll put it all together. We get in Skype because Discord didn't exist yet in both ways, and
everything's better when you're watching with friends.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I didn't really pay attention. It's like I was just having fun because we were goofing on, making jokes about it, and also we're just like freaking out every single time. Like they made Aloysius kind of creepy in a couple scenes.
Oh yes,
like him just turning his head around slowly, or his eyes glowing, and
dude, that's creepy.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy sometimes. Like, geez, what is this? Al gonna actually murder Spike in his sleep? We're making jokes like that, so. I enjoyed it, but going back and watching it again by myself, I was like, wow, this episode actually kind of isn't that great, is it?
Yeah.
It's just the problem was, for me, well, not a problem, but the thing was that because I was watching and goofing off with my friends while watching it, I kind of had positive impression of it initially.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, and then kind of weird going back and going, this is
I don't even remember when I first watched it, because I was kind of... Because I didn't join until after the season was over.
So
I kind of
much just
I was running through entire chunks
season.
as I could.
Yeah, it's like, huh. Because I also remember one of my first interactions was like, people are always complaining about CMC episodes. I don't remember CMC episodes being that bad, really. I don't know.
Some of them weren't that great.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of odd. It's also it's funny, the Spike's little mocking voice when Fluttershy was talking about how nice Aloysius was. And all of them just look at him like, what? What's your problem?
And they all got it after that. Like, I think Spike's jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spike's jealous. He's probably jealous. No, he's not. Come on, Twilight.
Well,
pretty
he wasn't jealous. It was like he has nothing to be jealous of.
Yeah.
I think it's occurred to her that maybe she should talk to him, because again, still socially awkward. And
yeah.
Although this is also the episode that introduced us to quills and sofas.
You only sell 2 things.
Want a sofa?
Want a sofa?
Sorry, kid.
Sorry,
I'm all out to Monday. Oh, I can tell you a sofa though.
Quills and sofas. That's been a mainstay ever since.
Yeah, it's like such a bizarre thing. Like, why is there a store that sells quills and sofas? I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Yeah. Also trying to go to Pinky and all these almost kind of sounds like quill, but not really.
Quilt.
Quail. Quiche.
Quiche.
Well, it's spelled similar, but it's not pronounced at all the same.
Hey, free quiche.
Free quiche. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just, I think this episode just, between this kind of weirdly kind of slower pace and just it puts Twilight and Spike kind of frames in a bad lights, and then you got that thing with the dragon at the end, which is recolor the one from Dragon Shy.
Yep.
Let's just turn it green.
Just turn it green.
Yeah, the gem horde. And that was actually kind of neat, that scene. I'm trying to remember, looking back, it's actually kind of, the animation's actually still kind of impressive to a degree.
To a degree, the flames could have been a lot better.
I'm talking about
the
dragon running.
Yes.
That was actually still kind of impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, although the scale kind of got all wonky sometimes, I noticed. Sometimes this dragon was below the tree line, the other time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also the weird thing, like, oh, there's ketchup on foot. Followed you all the way here. All the way out there?
All the way out there? That's a lot of ketchup.
Wow. What did you just rub your foot in ketchup?
How would you not notice?
Did you continue? Did Spike just stop and put more ketchup on his foot and not even think about it? Because that's a lot of ketchup.
That's a lot of ketchup.
Yeah, but anyway, it's like, also Aloysius just dive bombing just at a dragon. It's like, dang, Aloysius.
Yeah.
That's hardcore. Respect.
Well, Spike kind of did that to the Rock later on this season.
That's way later, though.
Way later. Yeah.
Also, Spike can breathe fire. Aloysius cannot.
He can sort of breathe fire. It wasn't very impressive that time.
Well, not that time. He was also really nervous because there's a big dragon.
It's a big dragon. Yeah. There's also a weird one. Is how the heck does Twilight know what Aloysius is saying until the very end? Well, that was just kind of weird.
We don't see anything about how the Twilight being confused. It's always Spike's like assuming just Aloysius saying who.
Yeah.
Who?
But it's just
me. I'm Spike. Who? Spike.
The joke did start to get a bit old.
A little. It kind of overstayed its welcome.
It did.
Just a little bit. I did like the Spike's eye twitch, though. Just that bit was funny.
Yep. Or Spike just steaming.
Yep.
And they even use a sound effect.
This is also the first time someone not Twilight, I think. I think someone who's not Twilight wrote to Princess Celestia. I think this is the first time.
I can't remember if it was the first one. But
I think it was. I want to say it was.
It may have been. I would have to check, but I don't want to go through
because every other one is Twilight apply. Even if someone else learned a lesson, Twilight was the one who wrote to Celestia still.
Yeah.
I think this was the first one. She's like, hey, how about you write it?
Which makes sense. It was your story.
Yeah, and then he falls asleep.
Yeah, does Spike have narcolepsy or something? Because it's just
right out.
Just like someone flips a switch. Just out.
It's like, huh.
It's like, wow.
I don't know.
At least during the meteor shower, he started to doze off first.
Yeah, that made sense.
He started to doze off as you're sitting
late
down.
At 9 and conk out.
Yeah, but this one is just actively writing and talking and just
down
like a light switch.
Yep. Of course, they had done for before jokes like with Sleepless in Ponyville. They had Sweetie Belle singing, then she's done out.
Yep. Pinky does that too.
I think this is just for the sake of just it's funny.
Yeah. The rule of funny.
Yep.
Oh,
this is what I remember. This the thing with the door. The library door is still bizarre because it opens one way, but then also the little ones, the bottom half can open in a different way, which doesn't really line up with how.
Yeah.
Like, how does with that door? How does this work?
We don't have to worry about it anymore.
It's magic.
We don't have to worry about it at all anymore. It's gone. With the whole tree.
Oh well. Now you got a bigger, better house. Spike can never be replaced.
Spike can never be replaced.
Sure. I won't dig too deep on that.
Yes, don't.
Yeah, this episode, like I said, it's not the. I still feel is the worst of season 1.
Yeah.
It puts, particularly because rewatching it now, it's like, yeah, it really puts both Spike and Twilight in really bad lights.
It's not great.
I think it feels like it's just still kind of almost makes me wonder if this was almost like an early draft that was kind of pushed way back and is still before they're still kind of feeling out the characters or something.
It could be. I mean, you
way,
can usually consider the entire first season of a new show to be a little wobbly as they're figuring out characters. It's just because Spike acts like kind of like a moron and Twilight acts like a jerk, and even if it's if it's not intentional, it's still kind of like a slave driver, and it's not great. Yeah, it's not great.
As part of it, I just don't like it. I think it's a weird.
It paints
version.
your waifu in a bad light, so you don't like it.
Yeah, and it doesn't really line up with the rest of how she acts in the show usually. Yeah. So
I know how that goes. I know how that.
It's a weird episode, and that's why I don't like it.
It's not the worst episode I've seen.
At one point in time, it was the worst.
Yes, but when it's all there was.
Then 7 or 8 episodes into season 2. Oh wow, we got something.
Oof.
And then in season 3, oof, we got something.
Got a couple things.
And then season 5.
Yeah.
And then season 6.
Yeah, there's definitely been worse than this.
Like I said,
but
season
for the
1,
time, this was probably a low point.
Yeah, like season 1 was always a very even thing. So there's actually not a huge gulf between the best and worst, but there's still a bit of a gap.
Yeah.
So, that's a lot, actually, I think we could say about this, really. Yep. Most of what we could say.
Yeah, without just rambling on, repeating.
Mm-hmm. I can't think of anything. I'm trying to think if there's anything I'm overlooked. I can't think of anything.
Oh.
Making sure.
The only thing I really remember this episode for is a couple of the old fan songs I keep hearing again pop up on my playlist. Use clips from this a lot.
Right.
But has nothing to do with the episode itself. Just vocal clipping. Astronomical.
One thing I want to say is considering peeved is considered a bad language in this world. I'm guessing Twilight saying shoot is kind of bad.
Shoot.
And then Spike saying shoot once.
Shoot.
Where'd you learn that? I learned it from you. So anyway, that's the episode. It's still not particularly great. It's not. I mean,
it's not horrible.
It's not bad. It's just at the time it was not the greatest, and it was like they've left a bad taste in everyone's mouth at the time.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and move on to fan content.
Yeah.
In fan content, remember, if you want to, see the songs and fanfics that we feature, go to pony411.libsyn.com/show notes. Again, spelled LIBSYN. They're there at the bottom of the doc. So we'll go ahead and start off with music.
I've got a couple songs this week that I want to feature, and I will start off with Notion's Who Walks in Your Dreams, featuring Vylet.
You stave off the nightmares and fight bad dreams when they storm through. Equestria sleeps in peace, and it's all because of you. But dear Luna, who walks in your dreams when you finally fall asleep? Dear Luna, who will look for you when you get lost in your dreams? Dear Luna, who got you from things that could haunt you from the deep?
This one, it's just a really fun, well-made song. It's house-ish. It's not super in your face, but it's got a nice upbeat flow to it. It's just really well done. The mastering, the instrumentals as well done. Vylet just hits the vocals just amazing vocalist. And yeah, it's a story about Luna. Like, who helps with Luna's dreams? Who watches the Watchmen? Except, on a positive note,
Sure.
like when Luna isn't doing well, it helps Luna with nightmares. It's a good song. I just really like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of, a lot of the instrumentation is very synthy.
Yes.
Yes, very synthy. Like that. Like synth a lot. And yeah, it does have good vocals because yeah, Vylet usually does pretty good vocals.
The next one I have though, this is Jikro and PegasYs Going Far, featuring Michelle Creber.
Hard to feel proud of who we are. You've raised a daughter that's going far. 'Cause I know that if home is where the heart is, it's wherever I roam. 'Cause I know that with the stars above, I'll never feel alone. Her shine is bright as them in every way I've grown. And I know that those who've come and gone are proud of what I've shown.
This song, oh boy, it is an incredibly powerful and emotional song, and yeah, it's just incredible work, all of it. It's about Apple Bloom, an older Apple Bloom looking back, and having Michelle be able to sing that is just amazing. It's just really well done, and yeah, emotional, but in a positive light. It's like a
Positive emotion.
yeah, it's
A positive
well,
feels.
it's looking at some of the sadness, because I mean, talking about losing your parents is never really positive, but at the good that came out of it anyway.
Right.
You know, even though, you know, bad things happened, look where we got to. Look what you were able to do for me in that time, kind of thing.
And it's also, I'm not sure, it's kind of got like this weird like Celtic / Scottish-ish feeling to it at times, particularly in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if those are bagpipes. They sound like bagpipes almost.
Might be a Ulian.
Might be.
Ulians and bagpipes sound fairly close, but bagpipes have a low drone. Ulians
Yeah,
don't.
the drone.
Yeah.
Which I think that's the part that actually annoys people.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like that, and I don't know why. I love it.
Yeah. But that's all, of course, it's Michelle Creber, so it's got great vocals.
Oh, well, yeah, Michelle Creber is an absolutely amazing vocalist.
That reminds me of the comic I saw about Apple Bloom praising Sweetie Belle singing.
Sweetie
It's
Belle
like,
should sing more often.
"Shut up, Michelle!
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, but yeah, this is a very big and sweeping song.
It is.
And just the general scope and style it is.
Yeah, probably influenced from Jikro. Does a lot of like big orchestral stuff.
Yeah.
But
That was
yeah,
really good.
very good. I highly recommend you go check those out.
Right, so that's music.
Yes, that is
And
the music
now-
I got.
We talk about fanfics, which got a lot
boy.
more bigger than I thought it would. Okay, so start off. Enchanted Kingdom got a new chapter. This is another interlude chapter, which confused a couple of readers, but it's about like when it looks like it was about when the Rarity and Twilight were separated because they couldn't
Yeah,
find Rarity was locked out of the library basically.
basically, yeah, and dealing with
It,
that.
it was some people were confused, like, wait, when is this happening? Because there's always been a couple time skips already throughout
Yeah,
the
I
narrative, so
think-
it threw people off.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's about that thing because like
except Luna's there too, so I want to say it's like she's having a nightmare.
it seems like it's
about that time.
Yeah,
is what it sort of.
that's what it seems
it
like
is.
because it's a little confusing. I don't blame people. It is kind of like
It took me a couple seconds, but that's I think what it is. It's like
You had to
she's
double check
having
with-
a nightmare about the things that she experienced during that
Yeah.
time because she's also talking to Luna about it.
yeah, it's.
That's what I want
That's
to say.
all.
That is.
And I Don't Need Magic got 4 chapters and is now done.
It is done,
Yeah, and
barring a sequel.
yeah, barring a sequel, which
Could happen.
considering the epilogue, there's 3 chapters and an epilogue was what it was basically. But let's see, it's basically the finale of everything. Everything turns out Twilight's a bit of a hypocrite, and they saved the day and all that.
Yes. It was a bit
And-
interesting. I think the ending and resolution was a little abrupt, but not
Yeah,
that bad.
I kind of felt it was a little anticlimactic. Like it kind of,
It was.
and I'm gonna try to agree with that actually. It kind of reminded me of the season 5 finale and the general like weird abruptness of the ending. And I'm not just saying that. It's very similar in that sort of thing.
There was...
It's not exact, but it's kind of similar. Just talk them down and just like, oh, that's it.
Yeah. Yeah,
And Adagio wound up being such a non-issue.
Yeah, I think I was a little bit disappointed in that.
I mean, I like how the epilogue did things, though. The whole, we reestablished contact with Equestria.
Yes.
Because I want to see how that goes down.
Yes. Because, I mean, they're still holding the potential conflict between Sunset and Twilight there.
Yeah, it's...
that's still... I mean, though they've set up for them being able to resolve it.
It seems like they're already... Yeah, because, like, it's
but there's still that...
I mean, because there's a lot of language about, like, it kind of... Finally, the thing is, like, you're not afraid of magic. You're afraid of magic you can't control.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. Like, Liz like, that's why she's so against it.
Yeah.
Okay, that explains stuff. But, and then finally, this morning, the Worst of All Possible Worlds updated.
Yes.
In which Sunset goes to the Lost Discord.
Yes.
And also winds up getting help, sort of, from Luna and Celestia.
Called in a lifeline.
And they're finding something very disturbing in Lost Discord.
Yes.
Boy, I'm interested to see how that goes.
I have a theory.
Yeah, we'll find out. Well, probably very soon, because I've noticed Worst of All Possible Worlds send update in batches.
Yep, so there might be another
chapter. It surprise me
there's
more chapters by the time we release, so who knows.
Yeah.
And, okay, we're done with the update stuff.
Yes, those are the updates.
So, featured, I got 2. First one is Just Two Clones Having Dinner by Summer Dancer. And it's a 6,700 word fic or so. And it's about, Twilight's evil clone from
the Mean
13.
Six.
Yeah, from the Mean Six. And she winds up running into that one Pinky clone that we saw in the background in the Saddle Row review. It kind of vaguely kind of touches on how the evil Twilight got away, but that's not really the important part. The important part is her interactions with the Pinky clone and stuff, and that very Pinky, fun-loving clone versus this evil Twilight and whatnot.
I'm trying to figure themselves out.
Most of it's more or less their interactions. That's the whole purpose of the fic.
Yeah.
And I really liked it for how they did their interactions. This idea of this evil Twilight still kind of tolerating this Pinky for whatever reason.
Yeah, it sort of, is evil Twilight actually evil? Or is there something else? Or
she's learning that she doesn't
have to be evil.
She's slowly coming around on this, realizing there's more than one way to live life.
That weird feeling I have in my chest.
Oh no. It's gross. What are you doing? I'm hugging you. Disgusting. I didn't say stop.
Yeah, there was actually a similar line in here. I'm not certain how I'm comfortable with this. I got a hug. But yeah, I did like this one too. I like stories that have introspection, and this one had a decent amount of that, and I liked how it went.
Mm-hmm. It was a fun one. I was actually quite pleased. I took a chance on it. Oh, this is good. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I checked that one out. And the other one is Dancing Melancholy by forbloodysummer. And this one is just over 6,000 words. It's about Adagio, and it's, Adagio singing her last song. And all of that carries with it. It's pretty sad, actually.
That all you're gonna say about it?
Yeah, it's also got a lot of it's weird because it also does a lot of historical stuff and integrates it into the fic as well. And they got a lot with of course the other Dazzlings are there too and all that stuff.
All right, that's all you're gonna say about this one.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but I will ask you a question. At the very beginning of this, there's an author note.
Yeah.
To play a song on repeat if you are the person who can listen to music while reading. Did you do that?
No, I did not.
I did. If you can do that, do that. It sets the tone. And oh my god, it's amazing. This whole fic, especially with that music running in the background, it sets it absolutely beautifully. I love this story. You picked an amazing one here. I'm surprised you undersold it.
Yeah.
you undersold it.
Undersell so people don't get their expectations too high.
Okay.
Underpromise,
there
overdeliver.
There is not a word of dialogue in this entire fic.
Nope. No dialogue.
And it's
6,000 words, no dialogue.
It is incredible. Like I said about this last fic, I like introspection.
Mm-hmm. Super introspective.
Yeah, it's hard to describe just
Yeah, without really, because that's the thing.
It
You
is.
can't really talk about it without really getting into the nitty gritty of it, and getting into that kind of spoils the experience.
A bit, yeah, but it is absolutely incredible. They did an amazing job on this.
I just liked all the little things like
The
implying the
imagery.
history and stuff too.
Yeah, the imagery just built up in this too, going
Mhm.
through all of that. Yeah, also there's a comment, the author put a comment in that does explain a few more things
Yeah,
on the
if
bottom.
you kind of lost a little bit, keep
Yeah.
going down to the comments. You'll see the author.
References to another song within it,
Mhm.
which I guessed the artist of the song that they're talking about in
Yeah, I figured
in
that
it.
out pretty quick.
That was pretty quick, but the actual song,
Mhm.
it was a little bit harder to guess. It is absolutely incredible, an amazing fic.
Mhm.
Highly recommend this one.
Yeah, that this second fic actually kicked out another fic that I was thinking about. I was like, nope, this one's better. The other one, don't get me wrong, I don't want to even though I'm not even saying what it is. It was good. It was just really short comedy fic. It just kind of like, yeah, this one's getting cut for this one.
Yeah, we gotta pick this one. Yeah,
I don't want to type 2-3 fics again. I did that once way back when.
but yes, highly recommend this
Go
one.
check it out. Like I said, I want to undersell, so and then that's the way.
I'm not gonna undersell. I'm
Over
just-
delivers.
I trust this one enough. Just you'll love it.
Yeah, so definitely check that one out. But that's it for this episode. We're done with that, and well, if you enjoyed it, you can check out past and future episodes on pony411.libsyn.com. It's spelled Libsyn. You can subscribe to the RSS feed there and all that stuff. You can also find us on iTunes by searching for Pony411, subscribing there, and rating and reviewing all that stuff. There's also Google Play, play.google.com/music. Search for Pony411 and subscribe there if you want. There's also Stitcher and its iOS or Android app, Stitcher.com, and subscribe there on all that jazz. Subscriptions everywhere. That's how that works. You can also go to youtube.com/pony411 and see our YouTube channel, like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell because YouTube's being dumb again. And hey, by the way, some of you are going to see, not your custom thumbnails anymore because screw you, you don't get money. Yeah,
If
YouTube
you're not
is kind
paying
of
for it. You're not the customer. You're the product.
YouTube. Yeah, but we'll also be putting up we also put other videos that are not podcasts, like reviews, which in the next few weeks are probably another one or two. Be ready for those. Probably, hopefully, if it shows up in time.
If it shows up in time.
Yeah, well, you'll see them soon. Right. There's also Ponyville Live. You can check us out there on ponyvillelive.com, along with other podcasts and, radio stations, including one of them, Ponyville FM, where we air every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. So if you want to check us out, check us out there, and also check out the live DJs and various other music on that station.
It's a good
24/7.
station.
Mm-hmm. If you want to contact us, you can do so via pony411podcast@gmail.com. Questions, comments, criticisms, concerns. What'd you think of All's Well That Ends Well way back in the day? Were you there when it first aired? Were you latecomer? What?
When that episode
Did
hit?
you show up only recently? Kind of watched it and go, huh? Because it kind of changes perspective a bit. Remember, that was was pretty much almost 8 years ago.
It's been that long. Man,
Yeah.
I'm old.
So yeah, it's been a while. So I think that's the thing is that this older episodes get a very different perspective from new people in the fandom.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. So talk about that if you want, or just if you have a news tip or whatever you want to share, go do that too. You could also contact us via Facebook, or facebook.com/pony411. Like us there, and all new episodes will show up there when they are released. And we also release photos on there when we can. We do have photos. We don't have a whole lot of photos, but convention stuff's there, recent and old. And of course, you can do so or contact us via Twitter or @pony411. That's where we usually post stuff, including silly ponies, which is Rarity, not Applejack. That's commonly believed. Rarity is the silliest pony.
Rarity is a silly pony,
Prove me wrong.
but Applejack is the classic silly pony.
Yeah, that's Rarity now. Rarity's usurped the crown.
No, maybe just sharing with her girlfriend.
All right. Yeah, that's the way you can follow us and just keep up with us and all that stuff. And if you want to keep up with our personal lives for whatever reason, you can do so. Follow us on Twitter at Nemesis Prime 1 and him at Alca7raz _ at the end and a 77T. Let's see. Tweeted about, let's see, the Nendo Diana with the Akko coming. Video games, job hunting, blah.
I got old.
Yeah, he got older. He's still in denial about his age sometimes.
God. Next year I'm gonna be 30. So old.
So, yep, check out those places if you want. Oh yeah, of course, Transformers. I'm finally getting on reviews again.
Gotta slip your Transformers in there too.
Yep. Finally reviewing again after a month.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I'm finally doing that again. Check out another one soon. If it isn't already out by
Shameless
this point.
self-plug.
Well, yeah, of course. And that's it for this episode. We're actually probably if that new Equestria Girls thing does air next week, we will be recording. If it doesn't, we'll be skipping again.
Okay.
So we don't know yet.
I have no idea what we're doing.
We literally don't know until that we see what airs. If it's an old one or something, then yeah, we're still bi-weekly. If it's not, we'll be back. We'll be talking about it. So until then though, and yes, I know it's kind of weird. These hiatuses always throw us.
The hiatuses are weird always.
Yeah. But until then though, take care and please pony responsibly, guys. See ya.